Welcome, Eric. The first question is,
Be here. Thank you.
two incidents in just 1 month now of states deciding to take what they say is a legal-based decision to try and stop the former president from running again. Are you surprised at this quick succession of events?
No, not at all. In fact, we know the catalyst for these decisions have actually come from a number of Republicans who have brought these challenges in a bevy of states, actually more than 12 states already. And so we are seeing this play out. But of course, the final arbiter as to whether or not Donald Trump will actually be on the ballot, either in a primary or a general election, seems to rest with the U.S. Supreme Court at this time.
This might seem a strange question, but a lot is made about which political parties appoint judges, I've noticed, in higher courts in the United States. Are you confident this has been a purely legal decision made in these two states and it's got nothing to do with politics?
Well, what we have to understand is each state certainly has every right to actually determine the eligibility of candidates who are actually on the ballot. In addition to that, each state is left to its own to be the final arbiter and actually adjudicating the election process in those very states. That is why those states have to actually go through the process of certifying the election, and each state does it very differently, which is why now we're going to see some uniformity as to whether or not Donald Trump is in fact eligible, because the Supreme Court has to weigh in, because you do have so many different states making a decision based on the law in those respective states.
Many people would argue the scenes that were seen at the Capitol building were a result of the fact that Donald Trump has so much public support. He didn't get elected, but he has so much support. There were a lot of disgruntled supporters. What would happen, do you think, if he was prevented from running for office, given he has so many people backing him?
If your question is, will there be violence much like what we saw on January 6th? I think the answer to that question is no. I think there will certainly be a lot of people who will be disgruntled, but I think they will actually express their displeasure by either choosing not to vote or vote for what they might see as an opposition candidate.
Eric, appreciate you coming on. Good to get your thoughts. Eric Ham, political analyst, my guest.
Thank you.